Hi Vasuki, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, I can hear you.
Hi. So actually, we sent a wrong communication to the students. The link was wrong. Just give us like 5 minutes. We'll send the right link.
Uh, like they'll connect shortly or?
Yeah, they'll just take 5 minutes.
Okay, okay, fine, no worries.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
வீட்டுல அவனுக்கு ஒரு தைரியம். Hey everyone, can you guys hear me? Oh, my bad. I think I have taken your mic access, guys. 1 second. Yeah, now I've given you mic access. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, I can see your text message, guys. So I'm really sorry for this camera angle. My camera is actually located at a very weird position in this laptop. So, but you guys can hear me, right?
Yes,
Yeah, Gautam, it's audible.
All right, perfect. So, guys, today we are starting with a new track, which is on fundamentals of human resource management. I'm so sorry for the background noise. I'll just give a very small introduction to your instructor. So we have Vasuki with us, and she's working as an HR at a very reputable company. So without wasting much time, I would just simply like to hand over the session to Vasuki. Hi, Vasuki, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi, I'm able to hear you, but yeah, as you said, there are a lot of disturbance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's clear.
I'll
Video
just,
is
I'll
clear.
just, yeah, I can see you. I'll just turn off my mic. Over to you, Vasuki.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. Good evening. So, I hope it's audible to all. I assume that everyone is able to hear me. Okay, got it. So, quickly, we will start today's session. And I hope you all are very excited, to begin this learning program into HRM, right? So, I will also share my PPT that is allowed, Gautam, right? Like they can able to view it, right?
Yes, you just have to share your
ma'am.
screen and they'll be able to
Yeah.
view your PPT, right?
One moment. Okay, so that is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1 second. Why the slideshow is not working from beginning? Okay. Yeah. So today's course, as you all know, that we are going to learn about HRM, right? So that's the short form of it. And that, I mean, the abbreviation is Human Resource Management, right? So what does the major roles, responsibilities, or the meaning of this human resource management, right? So I will take you across through that terms, or the process, and what exactly the roles and responsibilities are, and what you are going to deal with if you're going to become an HR profession. Okay. So quickly, what I will tell you is about introduction to HRM. But before going to introduction to HRM, okay, so what is the basic meaning of HRM? When we hear, or when we, what comes in our mind is HRM, that refers to the strategic approach, okay, to managing people in any organization. Fine. So you guys, if you have any doubt or in any words or in any meaning classifications or clarifications, you can unmute and ask me. No issues in that. Okay. And if I'm bit fast, please let me know, so I'll reduce the pace of the the session. Okay. You can text or message something. So you guys are texting. Yeah, okay, okay, got it. Yeah, done, done. Two messages are fine for me to understand the class is listening to me. Okay. So, yeah, human resource management, which means to manage the human beings, right? That is what in general we understand. But there are some other terms towards it. It is also called as human capital. You should remember such words, okay? You should not get confused if you are hearing in any session or in any classes human capital. Okay, so human capital is all nothing, but that is again the human resource management. We also call it as human capital management. Okay, the n number of human being in any organization is called as human capital. Also, it is called as manpower. Like when in some organizations call them as manpower management, right? Some organization will also call it as workforce management. So these are some different terms. Okay, so you should keep this in your mind, and you should don't like you should not get distracted or get confused. What is workforce management, what is human resource management, or what is human capital management, what is manpower management? These all terms refer to only one thing, that is human resource management. Clear, guys? So don't get confused on these terms and words. I think you guys are messaging in between. Okay, fine. So now you know what is human capital, what is manpower, what is workforce management, right? Now, what other basic role, what exactly the mean of this human resource management, which is like what is their major focus in the market or in any industry? What does they exactly do? So I'm telling you in short, in one line. So their major focus is maximizing employee performance to meet organizational goals. Clear? This is the major focus. Okay, if you have any like any questions come in any interviews or anywhere you're going as a HR, the basic thing what any organization may look for is what is the major focus of HRM, what is the major focus of human capital management, like that they may question, or you should know what exactly the major focus is. So in short, the major focus of any HR executives or any HR generalist or any HR assistant or associate, the major focus is maximizing employee performance to meet organizational goals. So whatever the organization is, they may be into retail, they may be into e-commerce, they may be into sales, like kind of furniture sales, they may be into IT development. Whatever the industry is, the HR roles remain common. Okay, so the HR will tune themselves in a way to get the product knowledge and to get the employee satisfaction within that organization. Now, how that works? Okay, how that HR can get this product knowledge? That is why we have different HR, in different organization with different product knowledge, and that is why they are success in their career. So when you are joining to any organization, you should know about that organization background. Being as a HR, okay, you should know what basic
8 o'clock
product. Abdul, any doubt? Or you have to mute yourself. Okay, no problem. So yeah, so any question on this employee performance, the HR is responsible. See, everyone says that HR is very common role. HR is very boring job. They doesn't do any job. They are not performing. Everywhere you will hear this. But HR is the backbone of any organization. You should be proud if you are choosing to become an HR. Okay, because HR is the person who is making each and every or the individual employee of the organization to work towards the organizational goal. Nobody can do this job. Okay, so this is a very good platform if you really want to become an HR and you want to grow somebody else's career, or you want to be the reason for the company's growth. HR plays an important role. So the major key functions, when I say the major like what basically the key functions of the HR, anyone is having any doubt? Okay, fine, Gautam. So yeah, so major key functions of HR, of human resource management, or the member of the human capital management is recruitment, that we all know, training, compensation, performance management, and employee engagement. They also take care of employee growth. Okay, they are responsible for each and every individual's growth in the organization. Let's say any employee, let's say any ABC employee have joined to any XYZ organization. They have been working in the same role for the past 3 years. There is no growth for that particular employee. Then who is responsible? The organization or the management will catch hold HR. Okay, so there comes again the HR management, human resource management. The HR is the person to take care of that ABC employee every quarter or every half yearly, to go and check and to understand where this candidate or where this employee is falling back, why he is not able to perform. Then HR comes into action, With what? With training and development. Okay, to get that employee and make him or her a productive in any organization. So after the joining, the HR will go and discuss in person, or maybe there will be any sessions, or maybe there will be on-roll training, something will be given. Okay, so that HR is responsible to take that training and development module to that particular employee, get him successfully enrolled, get him proper certified through that session or through that classes, and then he has to automatically he will perform, because HR has given him or her the opportunity to learn through training and development program. All right, so that is the role of any HR in any organization, who takes care of recruiting, who brings the candidates to the organization, who also helps the organization with different strategies, to retain the employees who have resigned. So this is also an HR task. No department head, no HODs will come and ask the employees to stay back. At the end, the organization will question to HR what you are doing, why the employees are leaving the organization. So this is again the HR's task. Okay, so starting from joining, onboarding, performance management, training and development, and then this exit formalities, everything takes care by the HR. So far, any queries, you can just send a text message. So now I have just mentioned you the basic key functions of the HR. What is HRM? What are the different terms we call in the corporate world, other than HRM? So these topics, or this, the way I have explained so far, is that clear to you all? Quickly, you can just chat in the chat box. Thanks, Sai. Thanks. Okay, Sonam also. Thank you so much. So you should be now aware like what is HRM and what are other terms of HRM, and what is the major focus of HR executive, HR manager, or HR assistant. Starting from junior level HR to the senior level of HR, what is the major focus? Okay. And the third one was key functions of the HRM or HR people. What is the basic key functions they take care of? All right. Then comes like I'm just giving you the basic inputs before we get into the roles and responsibilities deeply. Okay, I'm just giving you the overview, like overview in the sense the underline of the HRM. How does it look like from outside? Because now you might have got an idea what is the basic role, what is the basic functions in any corporate organization the HRM or the HR plays. Okay, now comes importance of HRM. Okay, when I say importance, means like the what is the major importance and any or an individual human resource manager does. Okay, so that is not only for the human resource manager, that is from the junior level. Let's say an HR executive, let's say an HR assistant, or any junior person or an MBA passed out guy or a girl, a freshers, they are joining to any organization. So what are the importance of HRM? They should know about this. So the first one is aligns workforce with business strategy. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Aligns workforce. So workforce, now you know what is workforce. Workforce means we are talking about employees. Okay, that is only workforce. So aligns workforce with business strategy. Now, what is business strategy? Business, let's say any employee who has joined with an organization, any e-commerce organizations. So when I say e-commerce, they will be into something, selling of products, buying of products, everything will be on online, right? So being as HR, when you are getting an employee to this kind of e-commerce industry, so HR has to look out for the candidate, like the skills that should match with the company's goal. Or else, if we are hiring any candidate, let's say an fresher or your some good friends, colleagues wants to start the career in e-commerce. Okay, so you have hired, being as a HR, you have hired that candidate. Now you have to bring the training program in such a way that that individual is able to learn the company goals or the company products. So that is the major role of HRM. Okay, that is the importance of human resource person for getting the workforce in the organization. Okay, that is the basic you should know. If you are hiring anybody in any organization, that person should be able to deal, or that person should be able to learn about the company products. That is the basic important line. Okay. Second thing, enhances employee satisfaction and productivity. So when I say enhances employee satisfaction, so see, again, this is also a HR task. Okay, nobody else will take care of this role. So again, HR is the person who will take care of each and every employee's satisfaction. Now, satisfaction in any organization is not possible, but our HR in the market are really playing a fantastic role, to bring that in any organization. So if tomorrow you're also becoming an HR, then of course you can also bring that. And how to bring that, so that is what I'm going to teach you now. Okay, so employee satisfaction is nothing but you have to first interact with the employees. The basic interactions should always be there with any of the individual in the organization. When you go and talk to an employee, you get to know about them, right? So when you get to know about anybody, you will come to know about their strength and about their weakness, right? You have to make a point, what are their strength and what are their weakness. Let's say for an employee, the weakness is he is not so good in e-commerce platform. Okay, and the strength is he is good in, he feels that he's good in talk. He feels that he's good in making some pamphlets or brochures, or to work or to design. He's good at that. That is his strength. Okay, now being as an HR, your role is to bring the employee satisfaction there. Now when you know about that employee, that he is good at making brochures or making designs, or he's good at talking, not in the this e-commerce like sales and buying or selling the products. He's not good in that online, right? So you have to, any organization of course will have these kind of roles. Okay, these are basics. For nowadays everything is online, everything is AI, everything is now automatic generated products are there, designs and all. So of course by now you should also know this, basic things. So when this type of employee, or when this type of candidate comes across you, you have to bring that to your management. Tell them, highlight the strength, what are the strengths they have, also highlight the weakness. So when the employee will get the chance as per his strength, then he is going to satisfy there, right? So this is the major flaws, or major the gap you have to find out being as a HR, and bring that to your management. And once you do this, of course the management is going to love your job, and bring that some opportunity for that candidate, because of course nobody wants to lose any candidate at this generation now. And by now when he get that job role and responsibilities, then of course he's going to satisfy, and he's going to give the productivity at the end. Okay, so this is other important role of HRM, which nobody can do in any organization. So whatever I'm talking is only about a human professional can do that job. Okay, so I think that part is clear, how to make the employee satisfaction, and at the end how to get the productivity from any employee. Okay, that is a basic concept what I have told you. Then comes ensures HRM, another important role, ensures compliance with labor laws and regulations, right? So this is common thing, any organization, like we are working under Indian government. So of course we have to follow the Indian government laws. That could be labor laws, or that could be ESI, PF. So all these things are there. So being as an HR, you should know what are the basic deductions, or what are the basic percentage towards the PF, towards the ESI, towards the gratuity, so towards the bonus. So some industries will follow this, some industries will not follow this. So what type of industries are eligible, what type of industries are not eligible, this all details are available online. So you can just go and read it across once. Okay, but this is again can be taken care by HR profession, not by anyone else. Even the owner of the organization will come to the HR to understand these laws. Okay, and yes, the final one I would say helps in talent acquisition and retention, which again nobody can do that, because HR is again playing a vital role in hiring the candidates, sourcing the candidates, finding out the best people, or turning them into a best candidate to the organization by this employee satisfaction role, so this is again an important role what HRM does. And retention, so retention is the very very tricky one, which only can be taken care by HR. Okay, so retention means what you guys knows, I believe. So retention is about, if any employee has resigned, or if any employee is not feeling happy, not satisfied, he or she is looking out for the change, then HR comes in between and try to convert them to be an employee, for our own organization. Okay, so that part also taken care by the HR. Now, these are some of the important what I have discussed now. So next, about the HRM core functions. Yeah. So core functions is nothing but, if I would go to the next slide. Yes. So you guys can see the next slide, right? I believe yes. You guys are with me or you can text. Okay, fine. Because you can't unmute, right? So that's what. So far the session is clear. I mean, it's understandable to you guys. Thanks. Okay, fine. Thank you guys. Thanks for reverting quickly. Yeah, so quickly we will, am I going a bit faster? Like, is that okay? The class speed is okay? Should I go slow? Little bit? Okay. Little slower. Okay. I'll go little slower because that's the average, I think so. Okay. I'll go little slow. Fine. So anyways, at the end of the session, I will repeat what I have said in the first few parts, what I have covered. Okay. So you can make a note of it. No worries, because that is going to help you out. Okay. Fine. So, but I'll go to the next slide, this which is the core functions of HRM. All right. Actually, from here, the major role starts with, okay, for any HR students or for any HR profession. Okay, so what are the major core functions? So of course it starts with recruitment and selection, onboarding, HR operations. I'll tell you in the next slide what does the HR operations means, what is the HR administration means. There are different terms, but once you know the process, you will understand, oh, this is HR operations, like that you will feel. But the wordings are bit hi-fi, so don't go with the wordings, okay? Yeah, so then comes payroll, compensation and statutory, performance review and appraisal, training and development, rewards and recognition, HR policies, employee health and safety, employee relations, which is grievance handling and employee engagement activities. Finally, it comes exit management and retention. Okay. So these are just 11 points what I have mentioned here. But when you get into the field, when you get into the HR shoes, there will be a lot more activities. Okay. But people comments like HR is doing nothing. So you have to go and tell them like these all activities is done by HR for the organizational growth, which cannot be played by anybody else. Okay. Now there is a reason why, because HR is the only person who will know and understand about every department in the organization. The HR will know about IT department, the HR will know about design department, the HR will know about finance department, the HR will also know about some any other departments if are there, sales department maybe. But sales department will know only about sales department. Finance department will know only about the finance department, and design department will know only about the design department. They will be limited to their department. Okay, but HR is the only person who is going like an octopus, in every department, and they will be knowing each and every activities, functions of every department, which is the good part to be a HR. Okay, now these are the basic HR functions what I've highlighted. We will go depth into that, like how the recruitment starts, how the onboarding, how the HR operations works, and why it is called as operations. What is the meaning of that? Because if tomorrow if you are getting any questions or any interview, then you should be able to crack it. Okay, I'll give you that in the maybe in the next slide it is. So, but what I wanted to tell you is the basic inputs I'll give you now, because this is the first session. So you should know where we are going. Okay, I'm just giving the roadmap. Any messages? What was that? by the end of the session. By the end of the session, not today's session, maybe end of the last session. That would work. Gautam, right? Yeah. Okay, done. Fine, Gautam. But you should remember, because we will have some, basic understandings when we will share our thoughts. Okay. So if you're also having any doubts or any clarifications, you can write up in this chat box. No worries. Fine. So moving ahead, these are the basic core functions of the HRM. Now we know what activities HR personnel is doing and why the HR personnel is important. As I said, HR is the only person who will know each and every detail about all the departments in any organization. Okay, comparing to any other individuals of any other department. So you should know this. So the recruitment process, how does that work? In a simple way, first we will be having the job analysis. We will be doing the job postings in maybe social medias or in friends groups or any circles, right? After doing that, screening and shortlisting candidates, conducting interviews and assessment, making job offers and onboarding. This is what the basic people talk about HR recruitment process, right? So how you are able to hear this? Very simple, right? Recruitment process. Nothing big is there, right? So what did I say for the recruitment process? Job analysis and posting, screening and shortlisting, conducting interviews and assessments, making job offers and onboarding. Just 4 points I have mentioned, right? But when you get into the job analysis and posting, there are a lot more topics. There are a lot more sub points to be handled by HR, which nobody is aware of, right? So you remember these four subtopics, I mean, four major topics. In that four major topics, there will be sub many topics, which I'll be telling you in the next session. So I'm just giving you the overview now. Okay. Then comes about training and development. Let's say, what is training and development? So training and development, it is important for continuous learning, right? So HR is again the only person who will initiate this training and development program for every department. So while doing this, HR is gaining the knowledge of every department, correct? Because HR is the person to bring the training and development program for the sales professional, how he should talk to the customers, what he or she should talk, what he or she shouldn't talk, right? All these basic tactics HR will also learn through that training and development program. So sales professional, they are done. Next session will be for the training and development program, would be for the design team. So in that, HR is again learning the design team ka program. What did they do? What is the basic programming software like CAD, CAM, Fanuc, or what is the other software they are working for the designing? There are so many tools, I also learned through this job postings and this training and development program. So being as a HR, we should be always ready to learn. Okay. So it is importance of continuous learning through this training and development. The second thing about training and development, I would say, like different methods we have for training and development, like on the job training program, that is also possible, or else offline training program. So there are three types, I could say three types of training and development program in any organization. So you should remember this, okay? Because this can be asked, how many or what are the major types of training and development which the corporate world or the corporate culture is into, right? So one of the method is on the job. So when I say on the job, that means any fresher or any senior person wants to learn something. So the organization will be accepting through a small interview. First, they will have an interview with the employee to understand, is he really interested to get into that job, or he is just, trying to waste some of his time. Some employees will be there. Now, again, this is the HR task to find who is really interested and who is really not interested. So there will be certain questions that I'll let you know later. Okay. So for now, so the training and development methods can be on the job training or through any workshops or through any online. That is after the office hours, maybe Saturdays and Sundays, like that we could say. Okay. So these are the major training and development program running across the industries. Okay. So what is the benefit? The last question will be, what is the benefit because of this training and development program if being as a HR you are bringing into the organization? Because what the management or the organization think, this HR or other people are also talking about it, this HR will bring training and development program which is a cost to the company. Everyone says that, but nobody knows what is the reason behind it. Why did a HR took this decision? Okay, now the benefits is of course employee growth. Employees getting the training and development program free of cost. First thing, this we have to make all the employee understand. Okay, because you are not going to pay a single penny for this on job training program. Company is paying on behalf of such employees, right? When the employee growth happens, ultimately what will happen? Productivity will increase because the employee satisfaction has come here, because the employee wanted to learn, wanted to get the training and development program. Company has provided to him through HR and he is satisfied. So when the employee is satisfied, automatically he brings the productivity to the organization. And of course, it's the career progression of that particular employee. Okay, so this is the benefits which nobody talks about. So you guys have to bring this to the market. Okay, being as a HR profession, and what is the major role of this training and development program? Clear, guys? So it's a small input about training and development program. Okay, I'll move ahead. So training and development, I hope it's clear. Don't just don't just wait that I will be sharing this complete slide with you guys. Okay, something you also have to learn it now. Then only I will trust. Okay, if I will share, you will do something useful. So you have to be active in this session now. Okay, so moving ahead, I would talk about compensation and benefits, which is this part, point number 4, payroll, compensation and statutory or payroll. What does that mean? Now, any industry, there will be some types of compensation. Now, what is compensation? It's the salary. I mean, the income. I could say what an employee is going to earn on behalf of the work he is doing, or on behalf of the productivity he is bringing into the organization. That is called as compensation, or the earning part is called as compensation for that particular employee. Now, what are the types of compensation in the industry? Okay, so we have majorly 3 types. One is fixed salary. So I hope you heard about fixed salary. What is fixed salary, madam? People will talk like that, right? So that is called as type 1 of the compensation type. Okay. Then we have variable pay. On top of your fixed salary, we have variable pay. That is also one of the compensation type. Then we have incentives. Of course, you all know about incentives, right? Quickly, yes or no? What is incentives? You guys know about it, or should I have to have? Okay, you guys know. Good. Incentive is a common word, right? Everybody knows what is incentive. When you perform or when you achieve your target, they will give you some extra income, right? In terms of monetary benefit, that is called as incentive. Good. So most of the crowd knows what is incentives. I'm happy to know this. Okay. What is variable pay? Do you guys know about it? Quickly, yes, no. What is the majority says? Yes, no. Variable pay. So no. Okay. So fine. Variable pay is also the part of CTC. Okay, guys, I get it. So I'll explain you what is variable pay and why it is called as variable pay. Okay, this comes under compensation and benefit. Payroll department will take care of this, but being as a HR, of course, we all know what is this. So you will also know what is this. Okay, now variable pay is nothing but somebody texted 1 second. Compensation not fixed. Compensation, see, compensation itself is a earning. If somebody says salary, what is your salary, right? The other term is what is your compensation. Are you getting it? This is the language in corporate world, corporate culture, what we use. Okay. The pay may differ. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how the pay will be differ. I'm not sure for on what contrast you are saying the pay may differ. That is between fixed salary and variable pay, or you're talking about variable pay. Raghunath, what is that you are trying to say? CTC fixed for some companies. Okay. CTC is different. Fixed pay is different. Variable pay is different. Incentive is different. Clear? Should I explain all this quickly? Yes or no? What is CTC? What is fixed pay? What is... Okay, you want to know what is that. Great. Because tomorrow you will also get an offer letter. So you should know what is what, right? You will get confused. What is CTC? What is fixed pay, right? Okay. Quickly, I'll tell you. So CTC is nothing but cost to company. Okay. When I say cost to company, one second. Let me open one Excel sheet for your easy reference. What is the time, guys? We should be focused on the time also. Okay. Where is the sharing option? How did I close this? Stop share. Okay, it's here. One second, guys. I will quickly open an Excel sheet. Excel. Okay, blank. Okay. I will share the Excel sheet now. Okay. One moment. Excel blank here. Can you see the Excel sheet now? Right? Okay, this was not the part of the session, but you guys wanted to learn something new, so I will be teaching you on this part also. Okay. There some when we work on this CTC breakup, of course there will be basic, there will be HRA and DA, there will be for an example gross pay, then there comes PF, there comes ESI, then comes you guys know about this, the CTC structure. What is the end time? Oh, end time is 1 hour session. Aishwarya, I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Yes, so this is the salary structure. When you get any offer letter or any salary offer from any organization, these are basic terms what they will reflect in the compensation document. Now don't get confused. Compensation document is nothing but your salary document. Okay. So some figure will be there. Let's say basic is for an example. Okay, this is just an example. Basic is 2000, HRDA is 1000, then gross pay. What is gross pay? Addition of these two things. So what would be your gross pay? It comes 3000. Okay. Now let's say PF is 500, ESI is 100, and gratuity is 150 for an example. Then this becomes CTC. Okay, cost to company. So what here it will happen? 3000 plus these three things will be added. So CTC is 3750. Okay. Now, fixed pay. Now, fixed pay is what? Fixed pay is from this 3000, there will be a deduction of employees PF contribution. Okay. PF is having two contribution. Remember, guys, PF is having two contribution. One is from employee, the other is from employer. So employer contribution is added here in CTC. You can see that. Okay. Employer contribution is added in CTC. But for employee, it will be deducted from this gross pay. Let's say PF is 500. So the same amount will be deducted from the employee's pocket. So your fixed pay is this amount after the deduction. So we can call it as net pay. Okay. It is known as fixed pay. It is also known as net pay. Clear? This is the compensation benefit. Now, this CTC figure is there. Now, I will add a variable pay. Okay. On top of CTC. This variable pay will be given for the big positions. Okay. Not for the junior levels. Okay. So, we call it as PP. We call it as VP. In short, in the salary structure, we will call it as VP, VPA or sometimes. Okay. So variable pay in short. So variable pay, let's say the employee is having 1,000. Okay. Then this will increase as 4,750. Now this 1,000 is in company's hand. Okay. In company's hand, why it is in company's hand? This 1,000, if the employee has performed well, if the employee has performed well, he is doing good job and this that everyone is appreciating, then with this net pay, this 1,000 will be added and paid to his salary. If he has not performed well, he has done partially good job, then management is having the rights to decide whether they will pay 500 or whether they will pay 700, and that will be added to net pay. But your CTC will have this component. Any doubts? Playlist recording. What is this? Okay, got it. Fine. Feedbacking. Okay. So clear up to here. We have. Is there from anybody from Sunstone in this campus? Can you tell me what time we have started? Because I didn't noted the time. Okay, let them type. Okay. So guys, you are clear about this portion now? 7 to 8, but we started by 7:20, na, somewhere.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Actually, this is the problem from our side. So you can end this class right now also if you want. And if you want to continue and the students are ready for that, you can continue for 10 to 15 minutes more.
I think if we go for 15 minutes, this will be somewhere useful. But students, guys, you have to tell me if you want to know at least that part, so we can at least learn 15 minutes more. Majority? No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes. See, it is for your learning. It is not for my learning. I'm ready to give my 15 minutes because when I teach something, I teach with full heart, So I want you guys to know I'm okay. I'm okay to continue for 15 more minutes. Let us finish this compensation part. Okay. We have more classes. Oh my God. So sorry, guys. Fine. So no problem. I will try to finish another 5 minutes. Let us just complete this compensation because now you have other class. I was not aware of that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you have another class, right? No problem. So I'll quickly finish this one then, another in 10 minutes. What is the name? It's iPhone. Yes. Quickly ask me. I have changed my name to Justin. The login name, but it's okay. No problem. So I'll quickly complete this compensation part and then we'll close it. Okay. Okay, fine. So guys, focus. Okay. We should focus on the learning part and you have another class also. When you have joined this session, you should learn something important. Okay. So far, okay, you have know about HRM, what is the importance, what is the key functions and what is the training and development does, what is the compensation part. So I'm telling this compensation. Now, variable pay, just keep in mind, variable pay will also be added in CTC, but that variable pay amount is decided by the management, how much to pay. Okay, this is depending on the performance. All right. So this is variable pay. Why it is called VPA, I'll tell you. That is variable performance amount. That's the full form. So there are two different words. Okay. Some companies call it as VP. Some companies call it as VPA. Some companies call it as QPLA. Now what is QPLA? This is nothing but quarterly performance linked allowance. Clear? So this VP, variable pay itself, is having two different terms, which is VPA, again is QPLA. This QPLA can be changed HPLA half yearly or can be changed APLA annually. Okay, depends on the management's wish how they want to distribute this 1,000 rupees. They can distribute this 1,000 rupees like a divided by 12 months, or they can give a divided by 6 months, like a 2 months, sorry, like that they can calculate and give it. Clear? So now I think if anybody asked you what is the fixed pay, you know this figure net pay is the fixed pay, or this figure is also called as fixed pay because this gross pay is known as fixed salary of yours. In that only the deductions will happen, not on this CTC. So now you know what is gross pay, which is nothing but fixed pay. Now you know CTC, which is nothing but CTC is the full form cost to company. Okay. All right, Sai. So I hope so. This is clear. Done. Sai, you only revert to me. Sai DVV. Yes, ma'am. Okay, done. Fine, guys. We will meet on the other sessions then, and let me know. I don't know if you guys can collect the mail ID for any doubts and all. But before winding up, guys, sorry. Quickly, I will share you one feed. I think feedback link she has shared already, right? So you guys have filled it. Quickly do that, guys. So I hope next time I'll be meeting you again. Then fill it up, okay? And let's meet again in the next session for any other queries if you have, we may ask, okay? So Sunstone team, we can close up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done. So I think link has been shared with them, so they'll be filling it, right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, team, and thanks you. Thanks, students. Take care.